I was gonna do that, but now we're gonna go do this. We're gonna put this here first, so I can like talk behind the scenes a little bit. So I'm Coach Mike. This is the MDM Show, brought to you by MDM Multimedia Group and MDM Life Architects. I don't have any sound effects to this quite yet, so I just had to drop this on here so you can actually see it. We're going to be talking about how to master your mind and how your subconscious mind, right here, master your mind and master your life. This is my patented life after sport playbook because I love sports and I was an athlete and I'm still an athlete, but I'm just as good as I ever was, but I'm not as good as I once was, if that makes any sense to you. I think there's a song by Toby Keith and a bar towards that, but we're not going to get into that now, are we? So let's go hide this and let's get back to the show. So thank you guys for popping on here. I wanted to come on here tonight, and I don't have to give an explanation for you, but I haven't been on here for a while, so I apologize for that. I have no excuse other than I just haven't pressed the buttons on my keyboard and on my mouse and on the computer in the order when I sat my butt down in this chair to get back on here so I can talk to you guys about all the stuff that is going on here in MDM land, if you want to believe that or not. We are at the end of September. October is coming soon. Thanksgiving is going to be here before we know it, right? So, again, I wanted to come here and let you guys know about this. I talk about this all the time. If you've been watching my posts on my personal profile, if you've gotten into the founding members MDM Life Architects Iron Curtain Club, which I would highly suggest you guys get in there, because there's so many things that you're going to be able to learn that'll help you grow your life, your business, and your sport. We call it life after sport because I'm over 50 now. My birthday was in August, believe it or not, and I turned 50. I turned 50, but I still feel like I'm 20. Does that make any sense? So I'm going to jump right into the things we learned, and you may already know this. This stuff isn't new material. It's been on it's been here since the beginning of time, since the beginning of life as we know it. But I didn't get taught this stuff. I've had to seek this stuff out to try to learn truth and how life operates and how God operates. Some of you don't even believe there's a God out there. But if you look at the intelligent design, it means that someone's in charge that we can't see, that we obviously can't see. So, without further ado, this is what Rod. If you see this, Rod, without further ado, the bell. I like the bell. So it's a noisemaker, and that's like room service. I'd like to order in, please. No, that's not going to be happening. So I can see I got sidetracked, but let's get focused. Let's concentrate, get focused back on here. So we're talking about our mindset, and I got this mastermind that I'm doing every Sunday now. Your mindset. So the guest speaker, I'm not going to reveal to you who it was because I want to keep it a secret to get you guys kind of like, who was that? Who was it? It's like, who did he get? Maybe I should have went and checked it out. You still can. Don't worry. There's lots of time. There's lots of speakers. There's lots of time. There's lots of information to process. So we talk about this here all the time. Your mind, how to master your mind. So the guest speaker today talked about how you or anyone is at the point in their life that they are today because of their mind. More importantly, your subconscious mind and how your subconscious mind works in conjunction with your conscious mind. The subconscious mind and the conscious mind. So if you don't know what the subconscious mind is and you don't know what the conscious mind is, they tell us, Napoleon Hill talks about it really good too. Napoleon Hill talks about it, how the subconscious mind is where the programming takes place and we're not even aware of it. And when they do subliminal messaging with us, it gets programmed into our subconscious mind without us even knowing about it. So, how can we take the bull by the horns and customize and proactively create the life that we want or the life that you want? How do you go about creating the life that you want? Because you've gone through life. You could be 20 years old, you could be 30, you could be 40, you could be 50, you could be 60. It doesn't matter how old you are. But if you have the ability to think back, if you have the ability to think back of how you got to where you are today, and you have the ability to kind of analyze your thought processes and to have a level of self actualization, if that means anything, if you have the ability to analyze your thoughts and then the environments that you were in predominantly on a regular basis, the TV programs and the radio programs and the people you listen to, so they come in through our auditory, our five senses. Our subconscious mind, I'm talking about, gets programmed through our five senses. Our ears are our auditory sense, so we hear from our ears, and then we have our eyes, where we take in the visual sensory images that come into our mind, our mind's eye, through the lens of our eyes. And then we have the sense of smell, so different types of smells will trigger certain memories. What else is there? Then we have touch, and then we have taste, and then we have the sixth sense, which could be our intuition, it could be our mind's eye, it could be that gut feeling, it could be whatever it is that you want to call it, but it's unseen. It's unseen. So back to the subconscious mind. She talks about how it gets programmed and how our moods and our emotions and our feelings that I don't want to give all this away because you got to get into the mastermind group, but I want to share all this information with everybody as possibly as much as I can, because I like sharing good information, because not many people shared it with me, but now everyone's like pouring it into me. So they pour it into me and I'm going to pour it back out into you. Because if you want to change your life, if your life's not going the way you hoped it would be, or you wished it would be, or if your life's not going in the direction that you want it to go in, then you can turn it around. She talked about turning. There's two sides. There's only two sides to this whole thing. You can go this way or you can go this way. So there's good and evil. There's up and down. There's east and west. There's north and south. There's two opposing things that you either go in the wrong direction or you go in the right direction. I know you can relate to this. So let's dive down. I'm going to tell a little bit of a story. So if you want to lose, I love using weight, like your body weight is a good one, because a lot of people struggle with their weight. And I don't worry, I'm going to make a point with the subconscious mind here. A lot of people, some people, a lot of people, I don't know the exact amount of people, but people in general, doesn't matter who you are, again, culturally wise, or what skin color you have, none of that matters, because we're all human beings. We all have 5, 10, 15, we got toes, we got fingers, 20 toes, 10 toes, 10 fingers. People in general, we all have certain things that we do on a regular basis. These are called our habits. And then our moods. What mood are you predominantly in on a regular basis? Are you in a good mood or are you in a bad mood? So you see, there's two opposing, good, bad, right, wrong, left, right, up, down, east, west, north, south, two opposing forces. You're either heading in the right direction or you're heading in the wrong direction. So if you can analyze your predominant moods on a regular basis, your predominant emotions on a regular basis, and your predominant feelings on a regular basis, if these are good, like happiness, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, loyalty, honesty, truth, if this is, and you're feeling good about yourself and you're in a good physiological state and things are going like really, really good, that's good, because you're programming your subconscious mind for good. if the TV shows that you watch, the YouTube videos you watch, the show you're watching right now, if it's good nutrition for your brain, it's going to put you in a good state. If it's like violent and aggressive and all this other stuff that's going on out there right now, that's going to put you in a depressed and anxiety state. So you have the ability to choose which state you want to put yourself in. So my point being is this. You have the ability to create life the way you want. And I've created a company called EMDEM Life Architects to be able to show you how to do that. So if you put the right stuff in, you get the right stuff coming out. We talked about planting seeds in the soil. You reap what you sow. So an apple seed can only produce an apple tree. A seed of carrots, a seed of cucumbers, a seed of cabbage, whatever it is, can only produce its kind. So a carrot seed can't produce potatoes. So you're going to get exactly what you plant. So if you plant good thoughts, you plant a good mood, you plant good feelings, you plant good emotions, you plant a good physiological state, you're in a good mood the majority of the time, no matter what the circumstances are, things are going to go well for you more on a regular basis. So your thoughts being in conjunction with your emotions and your feelings and your moods, and you have good thoughts, you got good programming coming in, those will result in good actions. And when you have you're in a good mood, it's like, yeah, let's go. Woohoo! Things are going great. Things are going good. You're in a good mood. That's why Tony Robbins and all this stuff, he gets everybody to go, yeah, 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 which might seem like a bunch of garbage, but you got to get yourself in that state the majority of the time. And then when you have your self-talk, and once you have your emotions, once you have your feelings, once you have everything getting planted and foundationally planted into your physiology, then your life becomes to get better. Your life gets better. Your life gets better. And then you take actions that are in alignment with the good goals that you set for yourself. If you want to get stronger, if you want to get faster, if you want to get more muscular, if you want to lose some fat, you want to get better nutrition, you want to earn more money, which everybody does. Everybody wants to be in shape. Everybody wants to earn more money. Everybody wants better relationships. Everybody wants a better mental state of mind. Why do you think the professionals that are going on in society right now, they're not professionals? Are you kidding me? It's like, look at the results that they're producing. You call these people professionals? I don't think so. Because the results they're producing it's not good. But again, that's why we're here, because we have the ability to change that. And I will help you change that. But you first must change your mind. You must change your mood. You must change your state. You must change the way you talk about yourself. You must change the way you feel. You must change your attitude. That's why I talk about destroying I'll help you destroy your old life. Like if you have an old, broken down, abandoned house, you got to destroy it. You got to tear it down. And then you build a good foundation, and you build a new house. It's the same with your life. If your life sucks right now, if you want a better life, you got to do things differently. I talk about this all the time. The foundational principles will never change. That's why they're called laws. Laws that are unbreakable. Yeah, I can go out on the street right now and break the law and run a stop sign, or I can run a red light, or I can like jaywalk or something like that. I can break those laws, and I don't think that it's going to do much damage to me. If I look both ways when I cross the street, there's a reason why the law is in place. And I jaywalk, I'm not going to get hit by a car if I run a stop sign, but I'm consciously aware of my surroundings, and I look to see if any other cars are coming, and I run the stop sign, and I'm still making sure that I'm safe. I'm going to be okay. But these invisible universal laws can't be broken, because the results show in your life. So I think that's about all I'm going to tell you guys for tonight. My throat's getting a little dry, and I didn't bring my water bottle with me here tonight. It's in the kitchen, and I'm not going to go get it. So again, your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions. Your subconscious mind gets programmed by your predominant feelings, moods, and emotions. So if you're in a good mood the majority of the time, and exercising good feelings and you're exercising good emotions, then you start talking better, you start feeling better, you start thinking better, you start taking better actions, and those better actions lead to better results. And then on the flip side of that, if you program your subconscious mind for all the bad stuff, all the wrong stuff, all the things that are going to tear you down and fill you up with anxiety and depression, and that's why that's going on in your life, because you're doing the wrong things. Capiche? Once you start doing the right things, I know you don't like hearing right and wrong, but it's true. Right and wrong, there are right things to do and there are wrong things to do. If you're talking about getting healthy, you're not going to eat like 100 chocolate bars in a day, or I'm over exaggerating, of course, or you're not going to eat pizza and drink Coke and have alcohol and do a bunch of drugs every day and look at porn and watch violent movies, like all the stuff that's just bad for you. If you do that every day, your life's not going to be that good. I can guarantee you that. But if you put goodness into the mind, you have good emotions, you focus on the good emotions. You're not in Shangri-La, like everything's all good all the time. The weeds are still going to grow in the garden. Just pull them. Just pull the weeds, and you nurture the actual garden. Sorry, I got in my throat again here because I don't have my water. So nurture the flowers, pull the weeds, and then you nurture the soil. Simple as that, folks. You're going to get what you're going to plant. Plant good seeds. I'm trying not to. I got to be able to get through it. Of course I can get through it. Don't focus on it, and you're going to get through it. So focus on nurturing the flowers. The weeds need to get pulled. The weeds need to get pulled. And program yourself. Come on. Come on. The weeds will get pulled. I'm trying to struggle through this. This is brutal. See? Wanting me to talk. I haven't talked like this for a little bit. I'm starting to cry. No. It's okay. It's all right. All right. I wish I had some water to put in my throat right now. So again, through your consciousness, you can program the subconscious. That's all I got for you guys today. Join the Facebook group. I always drop a link in the comment section, and I do this purposely to show that, inquisitiveness and whatnot. This is all how you get people interested in your stuff, right? Even though you have great stuff to show them, people are skeptical. What does that guy want to sell? I want to sell you like a better life. I want to sell you things that are going to improve your life. But I'm not going to sell you anything. You have to sell yourself. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to show you that your life is in your own hands and the world is in your hands. So if each individual took it upon themselves to do the right things on a regular basis for a long period of time and repeated it over and over again, and took self-responsibility and accountability for the actions that they've done every day, now going forward, if each individual human being did that, our world would be a better place to live in. But again, we live in a world where the enemy is in charge here for a while, but we're changing that. That's going to go away here pretty soon because people are starting to figure out that our governments and these large corporations and people that are in charge aren't really looking out for our best interests for some apparent reason. We're not going to get into that. So again, if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer every question that you have. You can send me a DM, drop a comment down here. Let me know that you can actually hear this. If you have any constructive criticism, I'm open to all of that too, because things always need to be improved. And if you guys have any suggestions of guests you'd like to have on the show that we can discuss different topics with, that would be absolutely beautiful. And any topics for discussion that I can discuss with you guys, and then you can drop a comment. I don't even know where to get the comments. I'm still learning this. I'm still learning this software program, technology, right? I'm still learning all the technology. I'm going to have a technology partner here pretty soon, and that's going to be good. Read good books, listen to good audios, watch good videos, program your subconscious mind with all the good stuff. And that in itself will result in you taking better actions, better massive actions, and all these actions. The more seeds you plant with the right motives and the right intentions, the larger crop you will harvest. If that makes sense to you. I was talking after our golf game today because I saw Erwin. Hey Erwin, how's it going? I saw you again today in the clubhouse. Said thank you again. Tried to give you a hug. Thank you again for everything you did for me. Can you imagine how good you guys would have been if you actually focused and did all the activities on a regular basis, more repetitive and with more concentration and more focus? How good you guys would have been at the things that you did back when you were younger, but you can still do that right now. It's unbelievable. So if you put that type of commitment and dedication and focus and concentration into the things that are going to be beneficial for you, beneficial for others, and beneficial for our communities, guess what? And guess how quickly that snowball is going to start rolling down the hill and getting going bigger, bigger, and bigger, and bigger, and bigger. Again, that's why am I doing this show? Because I want to talk to you guys about this, because this needs to be discussed. And the more we discuss all the different issues and all the different avenues that's going on in the world right now, and the solutions to what we can do individually, collectively, in our lives, in our businesses, in our sports, to make things better, that's what we need to do. At least I believe that anyway. You might not believe that, and you're entitled not to believe that, because you're allowed to say whatever you want. You're allowed to have whatever opinion you want to have. We're allowed free speech. We're allowed to say if we believe the government's doing a horrible job, then they're doing a horrible job, and they are doing a horrible job. Why are we supposed to say maybe the people that are in government are doing the best that they can with their present skills and abilities? And maybe they are. Maybe they don't have the skills and abilities to do a better job. Then they probably shouldn't be there, right? And that's the whole other discussion, is the whole diversity and inclusion type of thing. The best person for the job should get the job. It doesn't matter whether you're male, female, LGBTQ, what culture you are. Whoever is the best at that job should get that job. That's how sports are. The best pitcher is going to be the best pitcher in baseball. The best golfer is going to be the best golfer. The best center in hockey, the best winger, the best defenseman, the best goalie. Those are the guys that are going to get the jobs. But we seem to think that, we should just everybody should. No, you want to have the best people doing the best jobs, and then people have to raise their standards and learn and get educated and develop the skills that are needed to do those jobs well. And there's not even an argument there, but people are going to argue that because they're lazy and they just want to take handouts and they don't want to put in the effort. They don't want to commit. They don't want to. So people are going to argue those points. And that's why they argue those points, because that's where they're coming from. Because that's where they're trying to defend their poor way of thinking and their poor actions or non-actions. So they're trying to defend their position, which makes absolutely no sense. You got to go out there and do something with your life. My throat went away. Yes! Woo-hoo! All right, that's all I got. See, he tried to stop me from talking, but it got lubricated back up, and I'm back up and running, baby. You just we got to rock, and you got to keep rolling. I don't know why that happens. My nose starts running, my eyes start watering, my throat starts getting that scratchy thing there. It's hello. Thanks, Rod. I need a little kazoo. Okay, awesome. I love you guys. God bless you guys. Again, invite people to my page. The more people that come to my page, my Facebook group, my personal page, this is how this algorithm works. I got to put this on a whole bunch of different platforms, and I hope more people start talking about this. Put this on a whole bunch of different platforms so that we can get the word out. You guys can get the word out. It gets more eyeballs on this, and I'll get more haters, which is fine. I've been hated my whole entire life because of doing some of the certain things that I've been doing, and that people are allowed to hate you. If you're not doing right, people will be like, "What's he doing? Why is he doing that? Why is he saying that? What are his motives? What are?" It's worry about your life, and I'll worry about mine. And I'll still help you. I'll still love you. God says to love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. We have to pray for the people that are blinded and they can't see and they can't hear because they're playing for the wrong team and they don't even know it, but they think they're playing for the right team. And then again, that's what the enemy does. He gets you to drift and he gets you to think that the truth is a lie and the lie is the truth and wrong is right and right is wrong, because then you're confused and you're in a chaotic state and then you're full of anxiety and then you're fully depressed. And that's not where we want you to be now, is it? So we're going to help you work on these things. Again, it starts with your mind. It all starts up here. If they can control your mind, if they can control your heart and control your mind. That's why the Bible says, guard your heart and guard your mind. And then you got to be able to get these things rocking and rolling in the proper state that God originally created them to be in. It's not confusion. It's not chaos. It's not depression. It's not anxiety. It's not major violence. It's none of these things. The fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, long-suffering, and self-control. Those are the fruits of the Holy Spirit. Okay, guys, that's all I got. Guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got. Thank you very much for watching the EMDEM Show. I'm Coach Mike. Again, in order to promote the show, get things rocking and rolling, and to get more eyeballs on this, I have to tell you repetitively to put some comments down in here. Like it, share it, love it, hate it, whatever. You just get some movement on it, and then more people will see it, and then it'll start to. You guys can be a part of it. You guys get to be a part of all this, which is pretty cool too, right? You can be a part of the improvement movement because we need that right now. The more good people we can assemble together, the better things will be, right? For sure. Yeah. Definitely. That's the way it's got to go. It's only one way. There's only one way. One way. I'm out of here, folks. Coach Mike, EMDEM Show, Life After Sport Playbook, EMDEM Life Architects. Get into the Facebook group. You can get in behind the Iron Curtain and see what goes on in behind there. First 100 people that get in there, founding members, you get it for free. After that, I got to think about it, how much I'm going to charge you for, because I should even be charging you to watch my channel right now $1,000 an hour at least. Come on, wait till it's like 10,000 or $100,000 just to like have a conversation. Just wait. You can charge whatever you want, right? As long as you're creating the value for the people that you're putting yourself in front of, right? Yes, you can. Let's rock. Let's roll. Let's go. Again, I love you guys. God bless you guys, and I'm out of here. It's 9 o'clock here, Central Standard Time. See you, folks. Till the next time. The EMDEM Show is going to start playing on a regular basis. Is here now. The marketing is going to get uplifted. Thank you, Justin, my business coach. Thank you very much, buddy, if you see this. Thanks for having faith in me and keeping me rocking and rolling through these some of the tough times I've been through. But it only makes you stronger, right? Makes you stronger, gives you more resolve and a better reason to keep going. Because why quit? You got to keep rocking, you got to keep rolling, you got to keep going. Got to keep going. That makes it fun. And the good people will come.